Mr. Harper, this is your second violation notice for the dog.
Max is a service dog. He has every right to be here.
Rules are rules.
The day the HOA president knocked on Daniel Harper's door, she was smiling, but it wasn't friendly. Daniel, a 34-year-old disabled Army veteran, had lived quietly in the neighborhood for 3 years. He kept his lawn trimmed, his porch clean, and never missed a single HOA payment. The only thing that stood out about him was Max, his trained service dog who helped him manage PTSD and mobility issues. But according to HOA President Linda Carver, Max was a violation. She claimed the neighborhood had a strict no large dogs policy. Daniel calmly explained that Max wasn't a pet, he was a federally protected service animal. He even offered documentation. Linda barely glanced at it. 3 days later, Daniel received a $500 fine taped to his mailbox, then another, then a formal notice threatening legal action if the animal wasn't removed within 14 days. The tension spread fast. Neighbors began whispering. Some avoided eye contact. Others quietly told Daniel they thought it was wrong but were afraid to get involved. Linda doubled down, sending emails to the entire community calling Max a safety concern. Daniel felt humiliated, but he wasn't backing down. Instead of arguing at the next HOA meeting, he showed up prepared, calm, focused, determined. When Linda publicly demanded compliance, Daniel stood up and read a statement. He cited federal disability laws. He explained the fair housing protections. He described what Max actually did for him, how the dog grounded him during panic episodes and gave him independence. The room went silent. Linda interrupted, insisting HOA rules applied to everyone equally. That's when Daniel revealed his final move. He had already filed a formal discrimination complaint. Within weeks, the HOA received a notice from a federal housing agency launching an investigation. The fines were frozen immediately. Linda's confident tone disappeared overnight. Neighbors who once stayed quiet started speaking up. They questioned other questionable fines. They demanded transparency. The board called an emergency session. 2 months later, the HOA reversed every penalty issued to Daniel. They issued a written apology. Linda resigned for personal reasons, but the real impact went beyond one resignation. The HOA was required to undergo legal compliance training and rewrite its policies to protect residents with disabilities. The culture of fear shifted. People felt empowered to challenge unfair treatment. Daniel never wanted a fight. He just wanted to live peacefully with the dog that helped him survive his hardest days. In the end, it wasn't about a rule. It was about standing up when someone in power forgets they're not above the law. And sometimes, the quietest neighbor turns out to be the strongest one on the block.